Welcome to the Tech Talks Daily Podcast, where you can learn and be inspired by real-world examples of how technology is transforming businesses and reshaping industries in a language everyone can understand. Here is your host, Neil C. Hughes.
Welcome back to the Tech Talks Daily Podcast, and you'll be pleased to hear that I'm now back to 100% after my brush with COVID-19, and I'm excited to be back where I belong, hiding behind a microphone on the internet. But seriously, today's guest is Kevin Calloway. He is an exceptionally accomplished CTO and startup builder. He is a recognised tech thought leader with deep hands-on experience in the worlds of WOT and IoT development. And his tech experience spans 25 years and has included CTO and CIO roles at Fortune 1000 companies, as well as cutting-edge startups. And throughout his career, he's worked with enterprise clients such as Yahoo, Zappos, Sony, Disney, Fashion Nova, Power Rangers, ABC, Levi's, and many, many more. And as a digital transformation specialist, he helps Fortune 1000 companies address and remove technology roadblocks that might impede them from meeting their full potential. But today, I've invited him on the podcast to talk about music, because I recently discovered that Muzik has filed more than 130 domestic and international patents for their innovations. And their versatile wearable device connects individuals through experiences, including those powered by artists, innovators, and cultural icons. So we got a lot to get through today. So buckle up as I beam your ears all the way to Florida so we can speak with Kevin about all of this and much more. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
My name is Kevin Calloway. I'm currently the CTO for a company called Muzik. My day-to-day work is working with my amazing team to bring our founders' visions to life. Everything from headphones to speakers to wearables. And
you are, of course, a startup builder, recognised technology thought leader and digital transformation specialist that has helped Fortune 1000 companies address and remove technology roadblocks that can typically impede them from meeting their full potential. But the question I've got to ask here is what is your story and where did your love of technology come from and what put you on this path?
I have a very strange story. So I have a degree in Victorian literature and art history. And I went to California in the early 90s to chase my dreams of being a writer. And very quickly, I found out that didn't pay the bills. So I started working for a tech company. And from there, started programming, helping them develop products. And from there, it just kind of bloomed. Started working for my first startup in 1995 and just kind of went from there. So it's kind of one of those things when you work for your first startup, it's kind of hard to get it out of your blood.
Yeah. Love that. And here in 2021, Muzik is a tech company that designs and creates state-of-the-art wearable and portable devices that allows its users to listen to, capture and share exclusive content quickly with their friends, as well as directly to their favourite social media platforms. It seems to be what everybody's doing right now. But can you set the scene and tell the listeners a little bit more about your mission at Muzik and the problems you wanted to solve?
I think our main mission was to create tools that creators can use to create hands-free content. And we wanted to bring this new kind of point of view paradigm into existence. So we wanted to kind of see if we moved away from the selfie mode and the look at me mode to more of a look at the world through my eyes mode. We would get greater insight into what people are going through. We would have more of a empathy. And we hope that getting these wearables onto the heads of people, the world can start to see through each other's eyes and really kind of, live through the point of view of someone else, whether that's an influencer, an athlete, or just the normal person on the street. I think there's something to learn there.
And just to bring to life exactly what we're talking about here, do you have any examples of how music is successfully bringing together the minds in tech and global culture icons to provide users with that best experience, but also empower them with the tools to inspire and find their own voices? Because you seem to tick so many boxes here, but I wonder if you've got any examples just to bring that to life.
Sure. I think what we looked at whenever we look at our ambassadors, our partners, are people that have a story to tell, whether it's an Olympic athlete, whether it's a basketball player, whether it's an artist, a musician. They all have a story to tell, and most of them want to be able to tell that story hands-free. So I think that's kind of where the initial vision came from. And I think what we kind of found out as we kind of moved down this path was that the actual point of view, the actual seeing the world through the eye line of the wearer of our products really gives you a really special story. It really gives you the point of view of that athlete. For example, some of the things that we have played with and some of the tools that, some of the ways that, say, athletes have driven our product is, we wanted to be able to share pregame warm-ups. So we wanted to be able to put headphones on all the basketball players and be able to let the fans view from the point of view before the pregame what that athlete is seeing, what they're doing, what they're feeling. When we wanted to be able to give somebody like a chef, for example, the ability to cook and you see their point of view without them having to hold a camera or to kind of pose for a camera. The camera is with them. The camera becomes their eyes.
Just for people listening, I think we should also introduce them to Vision by Muzik and also the SDK for developers. So can you tell me about those two and what that means for the future of video streaming and connectivity in your eyes?
I think for us, we kind of realized early on that we want to look at our products as tools, right? We want to be able to provide tools to the modern day creator, whether that's the athlete or the artist or just the average person on their day-to-day life. Where that kind of came from was, let's make this open source. Let's really believe in kind of our main mission, in that we believe in free speech, we believe in diversity, we believe in transparency. So we decided from the very beginning that the SDK was going to be open. And we pretty much have the plan to open all of our tools for anybody to use, all the way up to updating the actual firmware. So with our current product, the Muzik Vision headphones, the idea is that anybody can write an app and use the tool. So if you want to write your own app and you want to stream the video or you want to use it to take pictures, you want to engage the image recognition in the camera, whatever that is, we wanted to be open to our actual community so that we can all develop and create, this tool together and really discover what this tool can be.
And before you came on the podcast today, I did do a little bit of research on you guys, and I read that similar to the GoPro, Vision's camera offers this POV-style video that can be live streamed, and thanks to the SDK, can also be customized to individual or enterprise needs. And again, do you have any examples of who you think could get the most out of this technology and maybe share a use case too?
I do. I think a big difference between us and the GoPro camera is that with the GoPro camera, you're still in this look at me mindset. Look at what I'm doing. Look at me snowboarding. Look at me sailing. What we wanted to achieve was look at what I'm seeing. Look through my eyes. Look through my point of view. Have empathy with me, with what I am doing. I think for if we take it to the extremes, we have an Olympic athlete wearing them, live streaming to their fans as they walk out into the Olympic tunnel for the first time, right? Being able to share that live experience, their point of view, this really special moment, and share it with somebody, right? You're not seeing the person, you're just seeing what they see. Another kind of, normal moment, right? If you give it to somebody like a Casey Neistat, right? He can now be hands-free on his skateboard as he rides around Los Angeles. creating a very new type of content. I think we have 6 microphones built into the headphones as well. So the audio, the video, all of that is captured in that one tool.
It's a great example there. And the kind of content that Casey is creating is inspirational. Like you said, giving those different approaches and making people think differently and expanding and exploring the art of the possible. But I'm curious, from your point of view, what is it that excites you about launching next-gen socially connected devices that can be used for capturing and sharing unique experiences and getting that out there in the wild? Is there anything in particular that excites you about that?
There is, and kind of, you and I touched this on pre-podcast, the kind of part of being able to see the world and travel. You and I are very lucky. We get to travel the world. We get to see and visit places. I'm waiting for the day that these headphones are $39 and everybody in the world can afford them. And everybody in the world can share in real time their point of view. You can feel empathy for them no matter where they are. It's great that we're going to have, athletes and music and all this entertainment. But I think, to me, the bigger win is being able for anybody anywhere in the world, no matter how small they feel, have the ability to share their point of view with the rest of the world. And I think that's super powerful.
And what do you think it is that makes you stand out in this crowded market? Again, just for anyone listening that could be anywhere in the world and they're bombarded with so many different solutions now, what is it that makes you guys a little bit different?
The tool itself, I think the ability to be hands-free. I think that at some point of wearing these, people are used to wearing headphones. Yeah. And we provide the listener with the experience inside the headphones. But at the same time, we're able to capture audio and video in kind of the outside world. So one of the things that I have noticed just from our use case is that people really forget that they have these on. And you really start to interact and feel and live within what they're seeing for a day. So kind of imagine, if you will, if you had your favorite musician, athlete, artist, wear these for a day, and you as a fan get to sit back and just kind of interact in their world. Because at some point they're going to forget that they're being mic'd, that they are actually recording what they're seeing. And I think that is what really makes this a very different product. It kind of combines, top of the line audio quality with this ability to create content.
And what really stands out when talking to you here is your passion for what you're doing. And as a company, you don't strike me as the kind of company that wants to get this product out there or a series of products out there and then just sit back. So I've got to ask, where do you go from here? Are there any particular tech trends that excite you? Because again, you sound like the company that constantly want to be pushing that envelope.
I think for us, is the way that we look at is that we're making a set of tools that can be repeatedly used in any form factor. So our chipsets, our firmware, all of that's meant to be extremely portable. So whether we want to go to a wearable that's a watch, a wearable that are wireless earbuds, if we want to go to a portable speaker, whatever that is. What we kind of feel like as a team is, how do we build tools that we can then put into any form factor, and then let our creative team around us around the world help us find uses for it, help us build applications on it. For us, we're always looking for, of course, smaller, better, faster, 4K video. How fast can we stream that? But at the end of the day, I think there's a push to how great can we make this product, as how affordable can we make this so that it does get to mass adoption. And we really think that at some point, having the ability to get this in the hands of every man is, a huge jump.
And for anyone listening that would like to find out more information, I will have a blog post to promote this podcast interview. And on there, I'll try and put a video just so people can have a quick look and see what it looks like. But for anyone that would like to find out more information or contact a member of your team, what's the best way of doing that?
The best way is to go to the site at musicconnect.com. You can reach us on social media at Muzik Connect. And you can also email and we will answer out. If you're interested in the SDK and you're a developer or a tool maker, you can go to musicconnect.com as well, and we have an SDK sign up.
Well, one of the things that really stood out for me as well, having watched the videos, etc., is the fact that the camera will stream at eye line level, allowing for that realistic user experience. And it's something that I've not seen. I've not seen anything else like that out there. So I'd love to get my hands on one of these one day. But more than anything, just a big thank you for taking the time to share that story with me today, Kevin.
Thank you, and we will make sure that you are one of the first to actually see these. We'd love to, be able to see what you guys are seeing over there.
With Vision, users can enjoy custom voice and touch-controlled experiences by sharing live content through devices, integrated sound and sight technology, and emailing users to capture sound, photos and videos hands-free with ease. And with Vision, content creators will have a powerful and timely tool to share their vision and ultimately make their voices heard. Incredibly cool technology, and I'd love to get hands-on with this stuff and report back to you in the not-so-distant future. And finally, a big hello to all the new listeners out there, and a quick reminder to everyone that how this show works is, after you've heard from me and you've heard from today's guest, I like to hand the microphone over to you all and ask you to share your opinions, experiences and insights by simply emailing me, or even sending me an audio voice message, or pitching to come on the podcast, whatever it might be. All you need to do is email me techblogwriter@outlook.com, hold down the audio button and send me a DM on Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn, or visit my website at techblogwriter.co.uk. So I'd love to hear from you all and also learn where you listen to this podcast in the world. I get a big map of the world every month saying that there's 60, 70,000 of you listening every month with a big map of where you are, but I'd love to put a name to you all. So please don't just send me a connection request. Tell me you listen to the podcast. Let's connect in real life too. We can carry on these conversations that we have every day. But I've rambled on enough for today, so a big thank you for listening. And until next time, don't be a stranger.
Thank you for listening to the Tech Talks Daily Podcast with Neil C. Hughes. Remember, technology works best when it brings people together.